Ow. What the heck that is? I think it's a bee sting, but hey out there guys, it is Monday. Yeah, it's Monday, and I've been reading on some, or I've been watching tutorial videos on this DJI Mavic Pro. I've had this for about a month now, and I just haven't really used it for anything. I just haven't felt like doing anything lately, so I guess now's the time to break it out of the box and figure out how to use this thing. This is a lot more complicated than the Phantom I had, the DJI Phantom that flew away, went into the Bermuda Triangle or something like that. So I'm kind of apprehensive about breaking this out. On one of my trips, I did take it with me to Death Valley, but I didn't want to break it out and without getting more experience with it. That's all it came down to. That, and these things are banned in the national parks like Death Valley, so it was kind of iffy about that. I don't want to lose another one. I just can't afford to lose another one. I mean, this is around $1,300. About half the price of the Phantom I had. With the Phantom, did not come with a camera, the gimbal, and all the fancy electronics that this one has. Everything's included with this, including extra batteries, which didn't come with my Phantom. All that was extra, and it was quite pricey at the time. I mean, this is a few years ago. I got a GoPro camera for it, and that was another $300, $400. And I still didn't have the gimbal on it to turn the camera. This comes with just about everything you need. Even the battery system on this thing is pretty awesome. It's much easier to charge. Smaller. It does feel a bit heavier. It unfolds, it packs away easy. It's crazy. It's got sensors on it, collision sensors. It's got a collision center in the front and on the bottom. So when it lands, it knows how close it's getting to the ground. It'll land by itself. It will not crash into things. You can turn the sensors off, but I'm just a beginner. Why? So, yeah, I got the batteries charged up. Look how easy the battery mounts on these things. Way easier than the last one I had, which had a plug. You actually had to plug it in, and then it fitted into like a little door in the back. You had to stuff it in there, and the only indicators you had on the battery were the lights. When they started flashing red, that means the batteries are getting low, so you better land. And if it's more than 100 feet away, good luck seeing the lights. I mean, I can't see that far. This one actually relays on the controller there. It'll show you on the controller how much battery you got and how many feet, how far away it is in feet and how high it is in feet. And even has a tiny little map on the screen that shows it where you're at in your location, your GPS location. So it's pretty amazing. So for right now, that's what I'm doing. I was let's see. Yeah. I'd like to take it out somewhere and take some videos. I don't want to crash it like the last one I had. I crashed a couple times. Especially at the sand dunes. Crashed it at the sand dunes and got sand in the motors, and that was about it. That was Ibex Dunes. I was actually up on the dune and I was trying to land it back on the ground where my stuff was, and from that far away I couldn't tell how far I was or how high I was, and it went down. This thing here will stop so many feet above the ground and hover before it goes down. This way it slows down, finds out how far away the ground is. It's amazing. So let's see if I can turn things on here. You'll just have to stand by. This is all new to me. Let's see if I can get something going. Well, guys, you know, this is one of the things that drives me nuts. To hook this up with my phone, it connects with my iPhone here. First thing it asks for is the password. Go hell, what the hell was the password? You know, you gotta try several different things. That's what I'm thinking. I think I know what it is. But all you need is one letter wrong, or you forgot to capitalize, you know, yeah. So I had two guesses. Yeah, the second guess is right. I only got one capital in my password. So I got that right. Well, now it's asking for firmware update. Update the firmware. Like, oh man. I think I'm going to update later. Hope that doesn't hurt nothing. See, I don't know. Because it's also asking for a Wi-Fi access. I mean, I'm in the park. I mean, where am I supposed to access a Wi-Fi network here? So I don't know what that's about. I guess I'm going to have to do this at home. Hopefully it's going to work without the firmware upgrade, right? So we're not, no, download later. Change that. Oh, no. Download now. No, I don't want to download. Go back. Start flight. Let's see. Another thing about this, out in the sunlight, it's awfully hard to see anything on the screen. That's kind of crazy. Now they do sell a little shade thing that goes over here. That probably help. But what would be really cool is those goggles they got now. Okay, so we're in beginner mode. What does it say? Ready, home point, record in beginner mode, limited to altitude. Okay. So I got in beginner mode. It only flies so high and so far away, like 98 feet. So it's not going to go too far, I hope. Let's see if I can start it up here. Here's an issue. Here is an issue. It says warning. See, I can't read the damn thing. It's not bright enough. But I know what it's warning about. See, he doesn't have big legs like the Phantom did. It's pretty much sitting on its belly and these two legs in front, and the grass here is blocking the propellers from turning, from spinning. So yeah, that's not good. That's another issue to deal with, especially when I do outdoor videos. I mean, I'm kind of I'm limited. I have to go home and get my lawnmower and mow the lawn here first. Damn it. Well, this kind of blows. Yeah, this grass out here is pretty thick. Yeah, so the rotors aren't turning, and aircraft is warming up. Okay, that's number one. fly with caution. And it says warning. I think it says obstruction. I can't, like I said, the damn screen isn't bright enough. Yeah, obstructed, motor obstructed. So this isn't working out too good, is it? Dang it. Shut it down. You know what's also interesting? Oh, here's something else to remember. See? This is something else to remember, which I forgot completely, is that the camera gimbal in there has a like a holder to keep it from flopping around while you're transporting it. You got to take that off first. It also has this little cover on the camera. You can fly it with it, you can fly it without it, but you need to take this little support off in here first. It unclips so the camera is free to move. I'm glad I didn't take off with it. Yeah, that's not good. Another thing, this thing actually has a cooling fan in it. It's kind of crazy. So I guess you got exhaust ports on the rear, intake in the front. Well, that's not going to work very good with the cover on. So most people, from what I've read, don't use the cover. Crap. Let me turn this off. I'll have to think of something else. A little frustrating. Maybe I'll have to go to the parking lot over there. All right, shut it down.